Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, straight into the action. Well, Jim, there he is, the much-storied Gabriel Batistuta. Fair to say, I think he will be a handful.
Well, talk about an understatement, Peter.
Çalhanoğlu! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. João Palhinha. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Modric. Cherki. Modric. Ronaldinho. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Eto'o. Çalhanoğlu. Not the most accurate pass.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
He has a look up. Tonali did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Saint-Maximin. Can he finish? And a terrific save from the keeper.
Saint-Maximin actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Dembele with the short one. And here's Dembele. Here comes the cross. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Berardi. João Palhinha. Now there's a fine ball. Real chance. Great chance! Goal! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
After 20 minutes is...
So we have the first goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the...
And Batistuta! And no mistake. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Kong and Hanoi restore parity.
Well, they just couldn't have...
Eto'o! And that is wildly off target.
Kong and Hanoi really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Berardi. Modric. Showing great feet there. Plenty to aim at here. And this is Dembele. Delivers the ball. Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, it's come loose. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Modric gets over and intercepts. Dembele, he's on it, can he get away? Modric. And here's Saint-Maximin. Saint-Maximin is onto this. And it's made its way to him. Caught offside that time. Modric. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Always onto this. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Baini. Now it's Batistuta. João Palhinha. Berardi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. That's really well manoeuvred. It's Eto'o! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And here's Eto'o. Modric. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Chelsea are looking to break at pace. And here's Saint-Maximin. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, Jim, neither side getting it all their own way so far.
Well, it's been a decent game so far, Peter, although I think in the next 45 minutes we could do with the ball being moved around quicker with a view to trying to entice their opponents out of position. I don't think there'll be a mad rush to do that just yet.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break it's one each. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Works it forward, and here's Saint-Maximin. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And it's João Palhinha. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Batistuta has found the net here, of course. Batistuta. And he cuts out the supply. Cherki. Now it's Haaland. And it's Modric. Cherki going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Eto'o. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Knocks it into space. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Modric stood his ground strongly. Now it's Saint-Maximin. He's in a good position here. Kong and Hanoi appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And this is Dembele, and that is expertly dealt with. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Eto'o. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, super find. Eto'o. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Eto'o showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Aims beyond the defence. Shoots! He would have been quick to recover this. Calhanoglu. Well, that has not gone well. Probing pass, and he was quick to react. Cherki, pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Haaland, and he's chosen to go back. Haaland is having a shot! And that's a sharp finish! And they've got their lead back! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Chelsea with the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Looking for the run. And here's Eto'o.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And here's Eto'o.
That's good play from him.
Now then, the ball's come loose.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Chelsea can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
That has been cut short.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Threads one in. Now that's a fine challenge. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Flings in across. And that should get the job done. Kong and Hanoi are looking to go forward now. Benzebaini. And it's Berardi. And Marquinhos.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And it's Modric. And here's Sam Maximin. Knocks it out wide. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Batistuta. And this is Eto'o. He's shifting through the gears here. Dembele. Now it's Sam Maximin. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows to... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We're up and running then. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Ronaldinho. That's very neat. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Chelsea are looking to break at pace. And here's Saint-Maximin. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Dembele. That's a shade optimistic. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And Batistuta! There it is! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Chelsea finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And here's Eto'o, Tonali, and this... And a chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Kong and Hanoi with the corner, they're first. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Chelsea really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Eto'o never out of the action for very long. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And here's Batistuta, looking to play. Goes for a shot!
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And this is Eto'o. And the finish! Well, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. Chelsea really could have done without this. This further to improve their cause. It's hit the crossbar. And that has been cleared. Dembele. Now McTominay. Saint-Maximin. Saint-Maximin going face-to-face with his great rival. Now, can they get him away? Tonali. And it's Calhanoglu. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. And here's Calhanoglu. Eto'o! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Eto'o clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Kong and Hanoi have their second corner now. Batistuta! Denied by an instinctive save.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's a super give and go. And here's Batistuta. And Batistuta! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Batistuta is offering a right smile there.
Kong and Hanoi have their third corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Good running, strong and purposeful. He's found a way through. Tries to play it through.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And here's Saint-Maximin. That's tidy. Saint-Maximin showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Neymar. And there's green grass ahead of him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely...
Can he finish? They want to be quick to recover this. Rashford.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Now this could be... Eto'o! Dembele. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Chelsea unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. The second half is up and running.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is Neymar. Lovely feet. So much time and space here. And the shot! Looking for the run. Now it's Eto'o. Çalhanoğlu. And it's Tonali. And he's being shifted off it. Kong and Hanoi appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the... Shot at goal! Now who's... And again! And a neat finish! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
After 57 minutes.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Chelsea restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
João Palhinha. Now McTominay. Neymar. That is lovely. It's Neymar! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And this is Neymar. Kong and Hanoi are looking to go forward now. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, he's been caught napping. That's an imaginative pass. And here's Neymar. He is just caressing the ball. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
João Palhinha. Rashford. And that was nowhere near his best. So what can they make of this? And it's Lewandowski. Now it's Saint-Maximin. Saint-Maximin will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Eto'o. Now that looks a decent ball. He's being urged to shoot. Chance, surely! That's another chance! It's a goal! Into the lead once more! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Can he get it through? Great defending, strong and determined.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
Chelsea do have a chance to counter here. Showing great feet there. Lovely bit of skill. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he welcomes it in. And this is Eto'o. He's shifting through the gears here. Eto'o! Well taken goal. And this is getting better and better. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And it's Dembele. Silvestre does really well. And that's it. Oh, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're very much on the way now. Now it's Eto.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Chelhanoglu. There will be a throw-in. Well, for anyone whose allegiances lie with the red half of Manchester, this man for so long was an unsung hero. One of the most decorated defenders in the English top flight. He is Mikhail Silvestre.
His game was all about versatility and durability, Peter. An astute defender in the middle, a fine ball carrier with a good engine, went out wide.
Yeah, and you can expect another busy shift from him here.
He's never shy.
Tar. Chelhanoglu. And it's Batistuta. And it's been played through. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Batistuta. Tries to pass it through. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Well, nicely intercepted.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Marquinhos. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
It's a good foot in there. Tonali. Ronaldinho. Chelhanoglu! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, what has happened here? This might spell danger. Forlan. Azar looking to be a menace in the final third. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Forlan finds himself offside. And it's Snyder. Now it's Forlan. Conte. It's Forlan! It's there!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
After 29 minutes is number 1, Diego Forlan.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And he's being shifted off it. And now the breakaway. Tries to play it through. And he welcomes it in. Oh, he's all alone. And the shot! It's anyone's ball now. And he's there to get it away. Chelhanoglu. Batistuta. Chelhanoglu. He's in a good position here. And he's really put himself on the line here. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Batistuta.
Miami can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Chalhanoglu. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Yamal is, of course, well known for his dancing feet.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Ronaldinho. Oh, nice touch. And it's Tonali. Ibrahimovic, who does have an assist to his name. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Knocks it into space. Aimed beyond the defender. And that's a tiny finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
There will be 1 minute
So
added
that's
time.
2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Well, who could have predicted a scoreline like this after just 45 minutes? The sides... And he shoots! That is delicious! A finish right from the top draw! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. A shift in momentum, perhaps.
The manager must have given them an ear...
Judge, surely! And it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Tar. And here's Ibrahimovic. And here's Forlan. Great defending, strong and determined. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Goes for a shot! Well taken goal. And they get themselves in front. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Khan sends that a long way.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means... Oh no, what has happened here? It's Forlan! He is just caressing the ball. Conte. Ronaldinho can see things others simply cannot. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Batistuta. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Chalhanoglu. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Schneider. Yamal. And it's Rijkaard. And here's Ibrahimovic. And this is Forlan.
Miami surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And this is Forlan. And the shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Oh, what a stunning save.
Substitution in
Absolutely
progress.
tremendous, and he's kept his team in it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And that has been cleared. Kong and Hanoi have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Dani Ceballos. Totti unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Çalhanoğlu. This is a promising build-up. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Tar. And it's Totti. Totti going face-to-face with his great rival. And that could set him on his way. And they can counter here. Çalhanoğlu looking to play him in. Oh, that was vital.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. And it's Eto'o. Marquinhos.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Eto'o. Now, can they get him away? Totti. He's picked his way through. Pinches it off him. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that is as far as it goes. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose.
With a quick request for...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Everybody,
Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Oh, super ball!
Now, can he find a finish? Oh, that's neat. Hazard. Shot, it's fallen! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, they say that there's been a bit of a renaissance, Peter, at the number 10 position, and this guy, Çalhanoğlu, is one of the players who has really shone in recent times. He's not the quickest, but both his...
Tries a shot! Kong and Hanoi with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Ferdinand tries to clear, shot a goal! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Oh, that's a key interception. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And it's Hazard. Hazard proves just a little bit too strong. Ronaldinho. Hazard, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Now it's Forlan. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Eto'o. Lovely feet. That's a good foray he's making. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Sneijder. And here's Forlan, played back.
Modern football for you, and all that pressing.
That has been slung wide. Marquinhos. And it's Hazard. And here's Kante. Gives it back. Sneijder going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Lovely bit of skill. For Çalhanoğlu. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's on it, can he get away? Hazard. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, no question, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. And it's Zanetti. Tonali. Ronaldinho plays the game a step ahead of almost... Oh, shooting chance! And it's a goal! And there There is your opener. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Goes for a shot! Goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Kong and Hanoi are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And here's Azar. Pass somewhat off target. Tonali.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Nicely
There will
weighted
be
ball.
1 minute added time.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Rijkaard. Can he spark a counter here? Forlan. There he goes, motoring forward. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Reflections on the first half?
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
Oh, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And so the action is resumed.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Cross deflected behind for a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That's an excellent interception. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for a runner. Neatly clipped into space. Tonali. Eto'o. Rijkaard. Oh, he's burst through. Nice interception, well timed.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kong and Hanoi can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well,
That is Sluta! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
such good pressing in a good area to force the error, and the hard work was pretty much complete.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Kong and Hanoi appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
It's Snyder! Just too high.
Miami certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Yamal. He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Çalhanoğlu, and he welcomes it in. Ronaldinho! And how did he not make it 4?
incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Kong and Hanoi have their second corner now. Ronaldinho with the short one. Çalhanoğlu has another go! And a neat finish! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And here's Ibrahimovic.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That is a great pick out. Rijkaard. Schneider. And here's Ibrahimovic. He's having a hit! Brought out the best in the keeper.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Azar. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So what can they make of this? Eto'o. That's been cut out, well played.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
And it's Azar. Schneider. 5 minutes left on the clock. Chance, surely! Off the post! And that is faded wide.
Substitutions taking place.
So, third corner of the game. Cleared away. Well read, and the danger is averted. Kong and Hanoi have the chance to go the other way. He has a look up. Oh, that's nice.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Forlan purring through the gears. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Batistuta. Time added on 4 minutes. Now it's Ronaldinho. Look, he's in one-on-one. Decent chance! Oh, denied at the last.
Substitution.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
everybody, and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
today's
evening.
match.
The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, that was vital.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Rijkaard, Tonali does really well to win the ball there. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, they say that there's been a bit of a renaissance, Peter, at the number 10 position, and this guy, Çalhanoğlu, is one of the players who has really shone in recent times. He's not the quickest, but both his delivery and his distribution are consistently excellent, and once he starts finding spaces about 5 to 10 yards outside the box, he can be a real handful for any opposition.
Yeah, still solid goal! He scored! One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So, a breakthrough already. Çalhanoğlu. And here's Batistuta. And that's a dangerous ball. And he passes it long. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And it's Makalele. Totti, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Totti. Now it's Batistuta. That has ended up in no man's land. And this is Eto'o. Eto'o! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Kong and Hanoi have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well read.
Batistuta! Well taken goal. That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Kong and Hanoi restore parity.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Approaching the half-hour mark. Yamal is a player who's always given... And the shot! And that's a tiny finish. And again they hit the front. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And it's Azar. Forlan. It's run loose here. Forlan showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here's Forlan. And he cuts out the supply. And he's chosen to go back. Rijkaard is the team's great vision. Tries a shot! It's hit the upright. And he's there to clear it. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And here's Azar. Look at the space here. Great chance! Azar gets flagged offside. And it's come back to the keeper. Tar is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, can they... And the shot! And he couldn't finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Corner number 2 then. That's not going far. Kong and Hanoi have the chance to go the other way. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Schneider. Azar. Knocks it into space. Tries to pass it through. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, super goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And that is all they have time for.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Oh, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score. And we are back on the way. Great defending, strong and determined. Looking to play him in. And it's been played through. It's a promising position. Oh, that's fabulous. Yamal has the space to scheme. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Great vision. He's picked his way through. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Schneider can see things others simply cannot. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can.
Chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Chance, surely! And that's in! Just one goal in it now! Game on! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Kong and Hanoi cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
It's Eto'o! Off the post!
Kongan Hano.
Ah, he's given it away. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Good read, needed to be. Ibrahimovic. Makaleli, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Çalhanoğlu. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Eto'o. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rijkaard. Spread to the right. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Eto'o. Now it's Batistuta. Tonali is onto this. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That has not gone well. And this is Totti. Great ball, and he's in a chance! Now, who's going... Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, that's nice.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Yamal is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Passing is crisp and sharp, and it's Snyder. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. Now it's Eto'o. It's played through for him. It's a threatening ball. Shoots! It's in! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Simplicity itself.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
He's had a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Rijkaard. Oh, they could break here. And it's Snyder. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Forlan. Forlan! Oh, wow, that's crazy! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! And that will be the final act. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Forlan claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So there we have it. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We're up and running then.
Well, Peter, it's a joy to have a chance to watch one of the finest to emerge from the African continent, Samuel Eto'o. He backs up his goals with a really strong work rate, and he's always effective, whether on or off the ball.
Yeah, fantastic talisman for his nation.
And more disciplined than people credit him.
Zanetti. Rijkaard. Lovely pass, but can... Great chance! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Miami are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Kong and Hanoi finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Batistuta stood his ground strongly. Totti, now it's Dani Ceballos.
Ceballos really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, it's come off the upright.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Eto'o. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. And it's Ceballos. Batistuta. And Batistuta! And a neat finish! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Dani Ceballos. He's got away. That's an excellent interception. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Schneider. Ceballos. Tonali. And it's Tonali. Eto'o. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Played out wide. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Out towards the flank. Looking for the run. Tries to play it through. Tonali. Dani Ceballos.
Yeah, that works for me.
Batistuta! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Kong and Hanoi with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And this is chance for a shot! Shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? Could be danger here. So it's going to be another corner. Corner number 2 then. Ferdinand attempts a clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Oh, that's superb. Now it's Forlan. Azar, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Can he fit? Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. So where will he go? Oh, he saved it! Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Getting up there! That's put paid to the danger. And it's Totti. Tonali.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Here's Totti. Azar. It's Schneider. Great vision. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Long ball by the goalkeeper. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch with chances created at either end, but it has to be said neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Tonali did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, that is asking for trouble. The ball has bounced loose now. Ball's gone out of play. Totti will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Tonali. That is lovely. Tries a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Shot, surely! There it is!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
And he's going for goal! He's got a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So again, we have parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Forlan, and that's gone loose. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, good finish! And the comeback is complete! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Oh, I think there's...
Goes for a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
And he gets rid in a hurry. And this is Batistuta. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Kongan Hanoi really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Schneider. Yamal. Oh, that was vital. Now that looks a decent ball. Ceballos. Eto'o. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And it's Schneider. Can he get on the... And a chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Totti going face-to-face with his great rival. Schneider. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Oh, some tackle that. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Tar. Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Now then, the ball's come loose. Yamal.
Miami really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And it's Forlan. Marquinhos. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Forlan voted man of the match.